I'm Simon Kane, I'm the interviewer.
Hi, Bobby. Nice to meet you. I'm the interviewee.
Oh, Bobby. So, what skills... Right, actually, let's start with this. Tell me about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Bobby. I'm a first year engineering student at University of Technology, Sydney. And I've previously done a year at Macquarie University. I'm from the western suburbs, Greenacre, which is near Bankstown. And yeah, so in high school I came from an area called Five Dock, which is close to the city. And yeah, that's where I've spent most of my life.
Asking 5 questions.
Okay. What skills and experience do you bring to this role?
Okay, so I've done previous work experience at a couple of companies like Honeywell Studios in North Ryde. And over there I did some work placement for about 3 weeks. And in there they taught me the basis of software coding and how different mechatronics take place in the work environment, and how industries use mechatronics to further learning and bring new technology developments to our world. So yeah, with Honeywell, what they did, they would program oil machines, which would use mechatronics to draw oil from mining rigs in the earth.
That's not included, so that's fine. Don't sweat too much. As long as you apply the technique.
What inspires you?
What inspires me? So as I went into high school in about year 11. See, I never wanted to be an engineer. And then in year 11 we did this project where we had to build robots and program them, which was Lego NXT. And from then I've always been inspired just to build something and program it and to see how it makes an outcome in our world and provides opportunities and just gives new ideas to the world. Yeah.
Can you tell me about a situation where you can persevere through it?
Describe a recent group or team which you did not want to be part of.
Oh, okay. So recently, this was the last semester, I did a wind-powered vehicle, and with that, I was put into a group of 3. And it was me, one of my friends, and a new person that we hadn't met before. And that person happened to, was a bit bossy, but didn't want to really work with us. And what happened is, they unfortunately left halfway during the project, saying they didn't want to do it anymore. They changed their major. And then what happened, it was just us 2, which had a period of 4 weeks building this project. So the way we tackled that was just by, we both came into uni early, just put in the effort, and eventually we developed the project, and it worked out well.
Very nice. Think back 12 months ago. What were your main goals, and how have you or have not achieved them?
Okay, so what happened was I didn't get a very good ATAR result just because I didn't put in the studies. I'd already received an offer from Macquarie. I always wanted to come to the University of Technology, but I just started slacking off since I got the offer, and I got a really bad ATAR result. And from there I've always been sort of disappointed of where the place I was at. So at Macquarie I really put in effort, studied, and to try and come to University of Technology Sydney. And then when I came there, I've just been learning different skills which are helping with job skills, with engineering, furthering my passion for mechatronics, because that's the major I'm doing, and really driving me to focus to become a better engineer and person in life.
Nice. What's your biggest disappointment in life?
My biggest disappointment was my ATAR result.
Yeah, as expected.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a relatively similar question. I should have tried something else.
Oh, that's alright.
Okay. Have you ever had a moment where you were successfully able to persuade someone, a difficult person, that you did not agree with?
Yeah, so I currently, because I've had numerous jobs, so I've got this, my job right now is working sales in Rebel Sport. And with that, I have to work with a consistent team. And we have to persuade customers whether, because sometimes they're medically advised to go towards a certain product, and they don't want to go towards that because they feel that it's not right for them, but we've got to try and persuade them that it is right and try and show the pros and cons to using that service. And yeah, it can be difficult at times, but once we engage the customer, explain what are the advantages and disadvantages to using it, they can successfully make a progress in mind to what they need and want.
There was a lot of stocks coming into the business, and I have to use their skills in order to organize my team into completing the task. So I had to.
What was the most difficult judgment or decision that you've ever made?
Yes, so the biggest judgment was whether I should leave Macquarie University and come to University of Technology. That was because with Macquarie I just had 3 years left if I continued my degree. Whether if I transferred to UTS I would only get one semester worth of credit, which would mean I would have to further my learning for 4.5 years. Yeah.
It's a long degree.
Yes.
What's the most pressure you've ever been under, and how did you manage?
The most pressure I've been under, I was juggling too many extracurricular activities and work and studies at the same time, and I started feeling a lot of pressure, but I'd already committed to those activities, so I needed to keep it. Under there, I visited the doctor quite frequently just to, so head wasn't in the right space at that moment, just with how I should prioritize things. And yeah, after that was advised, everything still fell into place.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a bit more challenging. What would you say? We have some rather talented applicants. Why should we hire you over them? What makes you stand out?
Okay, so I've researched a little bit about the Thales company and what it brings to the table, and I saw that it's got 35 different locations within Australia that it appears to. And with that, I felt like if I come to the company, I want to try and make it so that it goes global.